The craziest twist in LeBron James's free agency? He only sat down face-to-face with one team, Cleveland. Then, in a move nobody predicted, he chose Philadelphia and created a terrifying super team that could rewrite the entire Eastern Conference.
The Cavs, the Sixers, the Miami Heat, those were the finalists, really, for LeBron James. But interestingly enough, in the cloak of secrecy, LeBron James granted just one team an in-person meeting in free agency, and that was, sources tell me, the Cleveland Cavaliers, and that was the early part of July. I'm told that LeBron met with a Cavs brass in his home in Akron, Ohio. That brass consisted of VP of Business Grant Gilbert, President of Basketball Operations Kobe Altman, Assistant General Manager Brandon Weems, and these two sides, it was just these four in this room. They sat together, talked about his basketball legacy, what a reunion, a third stint in Cleveland would look like. And of course, anytime you're talking about LeBron going back to Cleveland, I think giving that meeting, granting that meeting to them, a lot of it, more than anything, was respect for the organization. We know about his history there, led them to a championship for the first time in 50 years. He's a hometown kid, hometown team. He wanted to do right by the Cavs more than even the Sixers or the Heat by giving them that meeting. Of course, he ends up deciding on the Sixers. The Cavs are going to go on to their own offseason after making the conference finals last year. It's also very clear through this that LeBron James wanted to seek something new, right?
Yeah.
We've seen what he did in Cleveland. We know about that. That's never going to be, you're never going to outdo that. We know he won multiple championships in Miami as well. And so that is a part of the equation. But the other thing is, going into this meeting, my understanding is this was two sides, the mutual respect. It's only right that LeBron James, if he is going to grant an in-person meeting, it's going to be in the vicinity of his home, which is in Akron, which is near Cleveland, a drive away, close by, to where all these sides can sit down out of respect to have this meeting. LeBron James wasn't going to grant anyone else this but Cleveland. He spent the most seasons of his entire career with the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And
LeBron James obviously has signed with the Philadelphia 76ers. And in a statement, he said, "I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to announce it. I knew I needed some time to really decide, but I was pretty sure I played my last game. I was honest at the last press conference when I said I needed to look at myself and decide if I still love this game. I still truly love this game, and I have more to give." The last few weeks have really been special. I never have been able to have no clue what to do and take real time to just think. I've had an incredible few months with all the people. I love trying to figure it all out. This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What am I really playing for at this point? I still want to sacrifice, want to work. I want to grind. I still want to compete to win, and to have a chance at the feeling of winning another championship. I believe I can make the Sixers a championship team. And I'm so excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Thank you to LA. Miami, I'll forever love. And Northeast Ohio will always be home.
I don't know who said it. There's still a lot of work to be done. The rings aren't given out in the offseason. If this Philly team is healthy, if Joel Embiid has 70% health and it can be on the floor throughout the postseason, if their team has a level of health, and that goes to every team in the league. But I would say this, if they are healthy, if you have the wings, Jaylen Brown and Braun, if you have VJ Edgecombe, if you have a level of health, let's say that the Knicks had, if you have a level of health that San Antonio had, if you have that, I can see Philly being right there in the end with a chance to win a championship. And that's really all you want from a player, is to compete. Everybody else is saying what they want for their narrative, for their story. Oh, if he goes back to Cleveland, it'll be a great story. Why does that have to be it, right? Oh, if he goes to Golden State, he could play with Steph and they could do this. Oh, okay, that's fair. But that's kind of, you're doing it from the bubble of what you might want to see or what you might think is cool or what you think he should do. If he's like, hey, I want to go a place and win a championship, or if I want to go a place and compete, knowing that I'm 45 years old, I've taken a step back, my body has taken a step back, I can still contribute. And even for what he said in his quote, a lot of it is not like, do you want to play basketball? But people don't understand how hard you have to work just to maintain your level of decline. So you're going to work 7 hours a day to go average 20 points, 19 points. You're going to work 92 hours to go and and play 75 games. Not to go be an MVP, not to go average 30 points a game. It's just to keep your body together to go be functional, and that gets harder and harder.
You would think, and here's a true story. People were saying Joel Embiid's contract is one of the most untradeable things in the league. They were saying Jaylen Brown is this and that, and he's not a good teammate. And all of a sudden, all that goes out the window when you get a 42-year-old LeBron, and now you guys are this like all-winning team. It's just like, it's amazing how the narrative changes. They weren't a championship contending team before Braun got there. And then I think it's wild that this one guy.
They were in the mix in the East.
In the mix for sure. In the mix for sure. But now I just think, again, we have to understand a man is 41, 42 years old in the Eastern Conference with the champions, and he still moves the needle that much is wild to me. It's just, it's incomprehensible that, like, you know.
Yeah, this is a 2-year, $8 million deal. You can look at all the ins and outs of it. Just go to the internet. It's all there. But with that said, at Fanatics Fest, when we were there, that was the first time we really kind of heard from Braun since his exit interview with the Lakers in May. Do you have any anticipation of how many years he's going to play?
I don't know.
Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it to get to 25? Is it more?
I would. Tim Duncan signed a 2-year deal and played one.
One of the two.
Played one of the two, just to eliminate the BS. I'm just saying, there is a school of thought. Let's say there is a school of thought. Let's play Fantasyland. If Philly were to have a championship run and win a championship, that would be how I would see him going out, calling it a day. Calling it a day.
So he's giving himself 2 chances.
2 chances, a little window. You never know. Nobody knows. I said, I don't believe legacy matters. I was like, at the end of the day, if you're making your life decisions on legacy and not basketball, not the love of the game is the most important. You can't get riled up to play basketball at 40 plus years old if you don't love the game, if you don't love to compete. If you're worried about legacy is what other people think about you. That's what legacy is. And one of the freest things is saying, I'm going to do what I want, and I don't give a fuck what other people think about me. End of the story. Legacy is what other people think about you. Is it. So if you don't give a fuck of what other people think about you, then legacy goes out and you get to just play basketball, enjoy it, and compete at a high level.
The goalpost moves every time he makes a decision. If he would have went to Golden State, gross. If he would have went to Cavs, he's stacking teams. Let's say he went to Houston. Oh, you're stacking teams. So no matter what decision he makes, half of the people are going to think it's bullshit anyway. So you might as well do what you want. And that's what he's doing.
The biggest shock of LeBron James's free agency was not that he left Los Angeles. It was that before making his decision, LeBron James only opened one door. One face-to-face meeting. One franchise allowed inside his inner circle. And unbelievably, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers. The team that drafted him. The city that raised him. The organization where LeBron delivered the impossible. While Miami, Philadelphia, and other contenders waited for their opportunity, Cleveland received something nobody else got. A private conversation with the greatest player in franchise history. That meeting happened in early July at LeBron's home in Akron, Ohio. Just 4 people in the room. Cavaliers president Kobe Altman, VP Grant Gilbert, assistant GM Brandon Weems, and LeBron James. No cameras, no headlines. Just a conversation about basketball, legacy, and whether the greatest return story in NBA history could happen one more time. But this was never just about basketball. Because for Cleveland, bringing LeBron home meant something much bigger. Cleveland was not just offering LeBron a contract, they were offering him history. This was the player who ended a 52-year championship drought. The player who completed the impossible comeback against Golden State in the 2016 finals. Down 3-1 against a 73-win Warriors team. That championship changed everything. It changed Cleveland forever. And it created a bond between LeBron and Northeast Ohio that no other franchise could match. That
is why this meeting mattered. LeBron wanted to respect the Cavaliers. He wanted to give his hometown team a real chance. But after everything was discussed, after looking at his future, LeBron realized the next chapter was not about rewriting the past. It was about chasing one more opportunity. And that is where the biggest surprise of free agency happened. Because the destination nobody expected suddenly became the destination nobody could ignore. LeBron James chose the Philadelphia 76ers. A decision that immediately changed the entire Eastern Conference. This was not about money. A 2-year deal worth around $8 million is nothing compared to what LeBron has already earned. This was about one question. Does he still believe he can win? And his answer was yes. LeBron admitted he spent the offseason thinking about whether basketball was still what he wanted, whether he was ready to walk away. But after stepping back, he realized something important. He still loves the game. He still wants the pressure. He still wants the sacrifice. And most importantly, he still wants another championship. Now, Philadelphia has a terrifying combination. Joel Embiid, LeBron James, a talented supporting cast, and a chance to become one of the most dangerous teams in the East. But this move creates the biggest question of all. How much does LeBron James actually have left? LeBron James is entering the final stage of a career nobody has ever seen. He is no longer the unstoppable athlete from Miami. He is now a player in his 40s who has to fight every day just to maintain greatness. And that is what people underestimate. The work, the preparation, the discipline. LeBron is not playing because he needs another award. His legacy is already complete. He is playing because he still loves basketball. Because even after 4 championships, billions of dollars, and 2 decades of dominance, LeBron James still believes there is one more unforgettable moment waiting. Maybe that moment comes in Cleveland. Maybe it comes somewhere else. But now, the final chapter begins in Philadelphia. And the entire NBA will be watching. The perfect story was Cleveland. The biggest challenge is Philadelphia. And for LeBron James, the only thing that matters now is one more chance to win.
Yo, mic check 1 to 2, -1, -2. Game over for this video, folks. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe to stay in the huddle for more. This is NFL Madness, bringing the heat and signing out.